It is my dragon birthday. I made it another year. These days, that's sort of an accomplishment if you made it another year, because things have been, you know, nutty out there, right? They've been nutty out there. So I hope you guys are doing great. It is the last day of Capricorn. Very last day of Capricorn. We actually only have about 3 more hours or so with the sun in Capricorn. It's that close to Aquarius. Like I said, I've said it, I'm sure, plenty of times that I'm a very Aquarian Capricorn. I'm a very Aquarius goat. Hey, David. Happy birthday to you 2 days ago. Yes, we got a lot of cuspy goats in here, which I love. Yep. Hey, Justin. Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Hope you're good. Hey, Jasmine. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's a good day. Thank you, Nancy. I wish that we weren't in Venus and Mercury retrograde. I do wish I didn't have that in my solar return, but I do. Hey, Keith, good to see you. Thank you for showing up. All the way from Seattle. Aw, thank you so much, Jasmine. That's really sweet. Aw. Yeah, it's, you know, it's intense energies right now. The sun is right next to Pluto. I know we're all feeling that. I know we're all feeling that for sure. You know, we'll take a peek. This is my solar return. So I'll explain a little bit about the solar return. Hey there, Susan. Good to see ya. Solar return happens every year, once a year, on or around your birthday. And what that simply means, and you've, I'm sure, heard the saying, many happy returns. Well, that's a big part of where that saying comes from. It's actually an astrological sort of saying. Because that means the sun has returned to the same place it was in, the same degrees that it was in when you were born, right? So what's the significance of that? The significance of that is that you get a whole new calculated theme. It's almost like your birthday theme for that year. It's kind of some of the energies that you're going to be experiencing during that year. It's almost as if to say, if you were born again this year, what would your chart look like? And so I find it's very fun to print out the solar return. I usually just tape it up near my desk so I can see it and check in with it and kind of say, okay, what am I experiencing this year? What am I feeling? And so I was born with the sun at 29 degrees Capricorn, right? So whenever the sun gets to that 29 degrees of Capricorn, same as when I was born, that's when your solar return happens, right? So it's interesting too, because you can shift your solar return a little bit. Like if you want to travel somewhere, especially east to west, it will change this because it will shift the houses. It won't shift the signs, but it will shift the house system depending on where you are. The place of birth is important. So that's what lends us our solar return energies. So this is what, you know, my solar return was. This happened early in the morning at 6:32 a.m. And your solar return doesn't happen exactly at the same time every year. That's another key point, because I was actually, my birth time was 8:09 a.m. So sometimes the solar return will happen a little earlier, a little later. Sometimes it even happens on the day before or after your actual birthday, because it has to align with the degree. It's about the degree, not about the day particularly. So that's what we got. So I am like super Capricorn and Aries energy this year, because look at this. So my solar return this year, got Venus on the rising, and then we got the sun conjunct to Pluto. So yes, it's definitely going to be intense. Capricorn rising, Venus on the rising, Venus in retrograde, Mercury and Saturn both in Aquarius, Jupiter and Neptune in the second, Uranus in the fourth, Moon in Leo. Uranus just went direct, guys, too, just last night. Very, very good energy for Taurus and for Aquarius. It's going to help us out a lot to get it moving in direct motion. And then by the end of the month, you know, by February 3rd, Mercury retrograde will be over, Venus retrograde will be over, and all of this will be moving in direct motion. That's a very good thing for all of us. So that's the way the solar return works, guys. And I also have my Mars return coming up on February 12th, which I'm super excited about, because the Mars return takes 2 years to complete in our chart. And that is exciting because it really renews your energy, because Mars is your direction, it's your drive, it's action, movement, passion. So let's do a little collective reading for you guys. I'm just going to throw out some energies of the day, see what comes up for us as a group here. Since it's my birthday and the sun is going strong for me, yes, I think this is a good time to put out some collective energy, see what comes back. So let's start out with some tuning forks. Thank you, Ian. Appreciate that. So in just a couple hours, the sun will transit out of Capricorn into Aquarius. So we are going to be welcoming Aquarius season very soon as well. Very exciting, guys. I know, yeah, we have like I said, David, it's me, it's you, Krista, and me. And we're going to take care of that. I don't know what these people are, but we're just gonna get rid of them. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Eric. Hey, Gwen. Yeah, I don't know what those are. Like, they're just posting this weird, like, link. It's some kind of spam, some kind of bot. I don't know. Thank you, sweetie. Hope you're having a good day. I'm not 100%. I've been pretty sick. Not gonna lie, off and on through this past week or so. Haven't been well. I'm hanging in there though. Hey, Indigo, thank you so much, sweetheart. Yeah, I don't know what those are about, Eric. We just swat them. Just swat them. Yeah, I know it, Justin. They're out there. Troll's gonna troll. You know how it is. Oh. All right, let's see what we've got. I'm going to start out with a couple keywords for the day's energy for all of us. Let's see what we have. Dear angels, dear divine ancestors, all our passed on loved ones and guardians and friends on the other side. All our archangels, our gods and goddesses. All of our ascended masters. Let's see what we have, please, for January 19th, 2022. What is our collective energy coming through? Please give us a good message for anyone who is in the chat today, anyone who will watch this video later. Let's see what we have for the collective, please, here. You just gotta shuffle and shuffle. Ooh, I like that. Healing chaos. Ooh, hoo. Are we feeling this one? I had a rough week last week. I don't know about y'all, but this one is very, very appropriate to me personally, and I think it is for a lot of folks. This is like, yeah, there's been a lot of storms, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of, you know, I mean, literal storms. We had like an ice and a snowstorm here over the last weekend. Emotional strife and chaos, people getting feelings hurt, people hurting other people's feelings. This has been big. This has been big. So, you know, it's like, to me, this is healing the storm, recovery from the storm. Also, you know, notice the little butterflies around this. You know, this is really to transform that energy. And of course, being the calm at the center of the storm is important too, right? On the bottom of that deck, we had openness. There's that full moon we just experienced, right? There's that Cancer full moon. And I think that part of what this healing of the chaos is, I think it's teaching us a lot about who we can be open with and who we can't be open with, and how to be open and when it's healthy to do so. All right, let's get some numbers. Let's get into our numerology deck and pull a few numbers for us here. Yeah, Jasmine, I'm telling you, that is a strong card right now. I think I'm going to sneeze. Hold on one second, guys. I have been sneezing a lot. I think I'm dealing with some indoor allergies. Indoor winter allergies are the worst for me. Because it's, you know, it's already kind of dusty in the house. It always is here. We have good filters, but it's just a dusty house. I gotta blow my nose. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, guys. It's just been bad. That's why I haven't been live streaming much, doing much of anything. Because it's just been, ugh. I haven't been 100%. So, yeah. It's funny that my birthday is in January. I actually don't like January the most. Yeah, me too, Keith. It's like I was on antibiotics last week. I thought I had sinus infection. I'm still not sure exactly if it was or not, but it's gross. Like, it's crazy. My birthday is in January, but I kind of hate January. It's the worst month. It is the worst month. It's the coldest, it's the crappiest, there's more people that are sick, it's hard to stay well, it's so chilly, it's hard to get out of the house, because it's just like, oh, but you want to, but you can't, and it's just, I always feel so much better, like, the week or two after my birthday, always, it's, oh, if I'm grumpy on my birthday, I tell people, just wait a week or two, I'll be happier, I'll be happier then. I am, because then by the time Groundhog Day comes around, I'm always like, I love that day. Like, I love February 2nd. It's midwinter. We're getting closer to spring. It just feels happier, you know? It just feels like, yeah, we're getting there. It's funny what a difference a couple weeks can make. January is just like a hibernation month. It really, really is. And it's so funny, when I did my spirit animal readings this past Sunday, for Capricorn, it was like the spirit animal of the week was the bear. It was like, it's time to hibernate, Capricorn. I was like, ah, yes. Hey, Brenda, good to see you in the chat. Thanks for being here, hun. We're going to pull a few numerology cards for the collective now. We're doing kind of a loosey-goosey collective reading here, but it's good. It feels good. Hey there, Strawberry. That's such a dragon-sounding name, Strawberry Rhubarb. It really is. It's such a dragon name. My dragon name is Sassafras. Just FYI. Sassafras. Sassafras. Yes. Oh, that's awesome, Eric. Oh, I love beets. I don't think I have a cold, Brenda. I haven't been sick like that, but I think I'm dealing with either sinus infection or indoor winter allergies, which always hit me. I hate to say it, they always hit me pretty bad. But I'm definitely going through a thing. So let's get into a few numbers. Top and bottom, please, Spirit, for the collective. Aww. Ooh, guys, this freaking... Okay. Look at that. Happy ending. This is such a good feeling. I love this card. Because the 9 and the 3 together, it's like the 9 is that number of completion and the 3 is that creativity opening up. And then look at what we have on the bottom is karmic completion. So I feel like, you know, what we're going through today, and honestly probably through the next couple weeks, is this real feeling of like happiness coming through, but it's a result of some karma completing. Big time, right? It's world card energy to me. It feels like the world, right? It's that very strong, like, contracts completed, lessons learned, challenges overcome. These are so great. That, wow. Karmic completion. I don't pull that card often. I use my number cards like once a month for all the signs, and I don't pull that one often. Yeah. So that coming out to me feels really super good. All right, guys, then we're going to pull a couple of crystals. Yes, I agree, Jasmine. Hey, Abyss Tarot. Y'all are awesome. There's people coming into the chat right now that I like that never are here during our live stream. So welcome. Thank you, everyone. Good to see you. We're just doing a collective read right now. So let's get some crystals that will be good for us to work with. I always like to work with my crystals. I like my rocks. These are good. These align as well to the chakra system as well. Oh, yeah. Whew, whew, whew. Guys, we've got, I mean, these are just, they're perfect today, I gotta say. Selenite, look at that. This is a stone of peace, calm, serenity. It aligns to the crown chakra. It's very clearing as well. Selenite is a super clearer. Like, it's actually, I keep a piece of selenite and a piece of black tourmaline near all my doorways. If your cards have, you know, like if you're working with tarot cards or any kind of cards, if you really want to clear them, you can tap them with the selenite. It's a really clearing stone, but it's very peaceful, very high, very light vibration. And the one on the bottom was the peridot, heart chakra. Peridot is super powerful. It's like you can't usually get it in really large pieces. I think I have like a tiny piece of peridot somewhere floating around. But it's very, I mean, it's very activating. Anytime I ever work with the peridot, it always feels very warm. Like it really increases the heat in the body and in the heart. So this is about teaching us lessons of the heart, learning lessons about our emotions and healing those. These are great. Hey, Mary, I'm still going through it, babe. It's been rough. This past week or so has especially been rough. I'm still feeling a little sick, but I'm hanging in there. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot. Moonchild, oh, we miss you so much. We miss you, my baby goat. I miss you, girl. Yes, I do. And then I'm going to pull, for us, I'm going to pull from a new deck that I just got that I'm absolutely loving. I love the energy of this. It is called Angels Among Us. It's an oracle deck, and it's like modern artwork that's based on, you know, the archangels, different deities, saints, ascended masters. It is super, super cool. Like, I love this deck. It's almost as if you were to encounter Archangel Michael in the modern world, what would he maybe look like, right? It's just the coolest, right? Mary Magdalene, Bridget, yeah, there's Saint Bridget. When I pulled these for myself, I got, let's see, oh yeah, there's Shamuel, Unconditional Love. The goddess Isis, like there's so many of them, and it's just a really beautiful take on the archangels. Those will Jesus. Yes. Yes, they are. They're really cool. So yeah, when I did these, I got, who did I pull? I pulled Ganesh, Lakshmi, and Archangel Raphael. Yes, I know. You enjoy it too. Yeah, I think it's beautiful and like just a really, really cool vibe that they have. So let's see what we have for our spirit guardians and guides today for the collective. Who's coming through for us in the strongest way? I'm going to pull 3. That feels right to me. There he is again. I'm saying. I love Ganesh. Oh my goodness. He's my dude. Remover of obstacles. Clear path ahead. Yeah. The elephant-headed Hindu deity. All about removing obstacles, making the way clear, removing the roadblocks. It's such a generous, happy, just magnanimous kind of energy that he has. Yeah, love that. All right, Horus is up next. There's our next guardian that's coming through for the collective. The Falcon, right? The far-sighted. So clear-seeing, intention, and perspective. Horus feels very much like Ace of Swords. It's like cutting through the confusion, cutting through the difficulties. I see a lot of, there's some similar energy there in a way. It's like removing the blockages, removing the things that are confusing or difficult. This may be really helping us too with this current Mercury retrograde, right? Because there's always kind of mental confusion that comes around with that. And then our third is the goddess Gaia, or Mother Earth, or Empress energy. Love this. Very grounding, nurturing, stabilizing. So this is the elements of the earth, Mother Nature, yes, the provider. So I feel like for a lot of folks, we need messages of prosperity, abundance, being in touch with the earth. And I feel like, you know, these two, Ganesh and Gaia, are very much about those energies. It's like that groundedness, removing the blockages. And then we have Horus in the center, really showing us that clear seeing, clear vision. Hey, Frozen Snake, how are you? Good to see you. All right, so that's our oracle for the day. Let's get some tarot, guys. Let's do a tarot reading here. And again, this is for the collective, y'all. These are general messages. If they don't resonate with you, don't worry about it. It's not always our story that comes out. These are really just meant to give some encouragement, some positivity, some upliftment to us all. Let's see what we've got. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel these. All right. All right. I honestly think that we're really, that hibernation thing is ringing strong for me. 4 of Swords right in the center of our Celtic cross. Rest, relax, chill out. Don't fight the battles today, y'all. Maybe don't fight them for the next couple weeks, because that's honestly what I've been feeling, is that the next couple weeks is just not a time to get into anything heavy, deep, or difficult. Hey, Shanta! Shanta's so sweet. She sent me a text message saying happy birthday to me today. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm always impressed if somebody can remember the day. Hey, Carmela. Hey, Angela. Goodness, so many good. This is a time to rest, sleep, refresh, meditate, lean into your spiritual practice more. take good care of yourself, indulge yourself even a little. Self-care is important. Anything that's going to help your mental and physical health, emotional health, getting back in balance. It's just not time to fight right now with that guy. Just drift off. Take a nap in your chair. Don't worry. Let the darn battle go on out without you. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. The battle, you know, you can re-enter the battle anytime you like. Anytime you like. But this is not the time for it. Let's clarify Four of Swords. Ten of Cups, yeah, because I feel like the more that you do this, it actually turns out in your favor, right? With the Ten of Cups. This is about spiritual happiness, emotional balance, and well-being. You know, a lot of people pay a ton of attention to the fact that it's like happy home, happy relationship, happy blah, blah, blah. But to me, I feel that this is bringing more in the sense of cultivating that ultimate happiness within yourself and using this time of restoration to get back to this just being content within you, right? It's like no matter what may be happening on the outside, whatever chaos might be happening on the side, it's good to get just be good with yourself. Be good with yourself. I feel like we are coming from a good place right now and a lot of healing going on. This is the immediate past. Nine of Pentacles, very, very nice card. Virgo energy, right? Minor Arcana, Empress energy. This is just about being happy within yourself, yet again. You know, working on you, working on your own business, working on your own projects, feeling very good about where you're headed. I love the fact she's got a bunny. There you go. That's the abundance. That's the bunny abundance. The bird, you know, the clear sight, the clear seeing. Just like Horus, same deal. Nine of Pentacles traditionally is a falcon. Just like Horus is the falcon-headed god. It's all about being able to have that clear vision ahead. That's a beautiful card. It's like staying grounded in the present while also being able to kind of, you know, plan from the future from that present. It's beautiful. And look at that, y'all. Ace of Cups. I feel like Spirit is blessing a lot of us, whether we realize it fully or not. I do. And I feel like, you know, with Ace of Cups and Ten of Cups coming out already in this reading, it's spiritual gifts, spiritual abundance and well-being, spiritual balance. Yeah. No problem, Carmela. You're fine. The immediate future, I do feel like, you know, it's going to be hard for us to not get back into the battle. Nine of Wands says there's something I still want to fight for, something I feel very strong about protecting, defending. It's very strong that way. It can be a little bit of fatigue, so I would say, you know, don't jump back into things if you really don't have the energy to do it. Because you might be feeling really kind of tired and kind of beat up, even though there's a lot of courage and strength in that card. There is. I would just proceed with caution. Yeah, just be careful. I mean, this is really, to me, we might be struggling a bit with, should I open up? Should I not? And I'm getting that feeling too, you know, that beginning cards were healing, chaos, and openness. There's the healing of the chaos, you know, there is dealing with the chaos, and there's that, like, should I be open? Should I not be open? This is, you know, the Four of Pentacles is a little bit of a tough card because it's like, you might be worried about getting taken advantage of financially or emotionally, and you're wondering how much you can really invest into a person or a project. And that's the energy. On the underneath, the subconscious, the bottom of the spread is the Two of Cups. So Two of Cups, very strong Cancer energy. I think a lot of us are dealing with the matters of the heart, sentimentality, nostalgia. You can see the Ace of Cups in the distance, right? It's sort of like, you know, it's really coming from that place. A lot of us are in need of a heart healing. There's just no getting around it, right? Inside and out, night and day, right? A lot of heart healing in this card because of the caduceus, you know, that symbol of healing. Could be needs for healing with a soulmate. Twin flame. Could be needs for good conversation or you know, heart to heart. If there's been trouble in the love life, it's definitely something that's sort of that underlying vibration for the collective. A lot of relationships have been very, very challenged, not only because of what the world is going through right now, but also because we are in that Venus retrograde. It is in Capricorn. And so it's a very hard, austere, non-dreamy look, if that makes sense, at love. It takes off the rose-colored glasses, and it really sees our relationships for what they are rather than what we wish they were. And so that is a hard lens for any relationship to go through. If it survives this, it's meant to be. If it doesn't survive it, it just wasn't. That's the one thing you can be assured of with a Venus transit in Capricorn. Yeah, and a lot of us are thinking about leaving. A lot of us are thinking about leaving a relationship or letting it go, especially if it's not fulfilling. That's something that we're all going to have to take a deeper look at, I think, over the next couple weeks. I really do. Because there's that Eight of Cups. It's that decision. Should I stay or should I go? Absolutely, because it's like, I think for some people, it'll be a healing. For some people, it'll be a leaving, right? Either way, it'll turn out to be healing, because you know, if you don't stick with something that's not working for you, you will heal from it, even if it takes time, right? But there's definitely leaving behind something, whether it's, you know, argument, strife, the relationship entirely. That's what's going on there. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit as our Queen of Cups. Yet again, this is a very emotionally discerning card. She is my Scorpio queen. She's very careful about who she lets into her inner sanctum of her emotional life. She doesn't let just anyone in, okay? She is the one court card of the cups that keeps that cup, you know, closed. She keeps a lid on it. Because she doesn't, you know, she's got her emotional boundaries in place. She's very loving. She's very warm, very generous. When you tap into the Queen of Cups, you feel immensely and deeply loved, right? She's just, you know, but she's careful. She's like, you know, because she's sensitive and she knows she gets hurt easily. So it's like, got to be discerning about who you let in, how much you share, what your boundaries are, and be willing to put those in place. Wow. There is that World card. We talked about it just a little bit ago. I said this was some World card energy coming in with that karmic completion and that happy ending. I think it will be a lot of endings, a lot of karmic completions, beginnings, endings, things closing, things opening. And I think it's really, you know, some strong signs that are showing up in this reading. Scorpio, obviously. Capricorn. This is a Capricorn card. Saturn ruled. All our fixed signs, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, coming into this. All right, let's get some advice. Let's get some advice for the collective, please. Yep. Wow, this is, whew, it's a lot. Oh, there it is. Suggested approach. Look at this. A World card came out twice in this reading. It's time to close some things out. It's time to end some things. This again, it's funny. We had that numeric card, the karmic completion. That is huge what this is, because it's again, it's a Saturn ruled card. Saturn is all about karma and completions of lessons and cycles. I feel like it's very happy cycles, though. The World card is actually just a very joyous, you know, celebratory. I love the artwork on this. You know, we have those laurel leaves of victory. You know, you're flying in the air. Things are balanced. You're just feeling free, you know, because those cycles have ended. And the World card is also the last card in the major arcana cycle of the tarot. So it really is. It's the completion of all the lessons, all the things coming full circle. Yeah, there's some major kicking some things out. There's going to be some major cutting of cords, cutting of ties, cutting of old negative energies. You're just not willing to put up with it anymore, guys. Queen of Swords clarifying this. So suggested approach is to definitely don't fight the flow. Go with the flow of these things that are closing. If it's closing and it's just meant to go. If someone is bringing nothing but pain, chaos, misery, anguish into your life, you know what to do. There's that Queen of Swords, Libra energy, the Libra Queen. She is all about balance. She's got the scales of justice in one hand and that sword in the other. And it's like if things aren't balancing, she will clear the deck. She will clear the court. It can be very harsh. She's definitely the toughest of the queens. You know, she's strong. Hey there, Ocean. And I think Silver Star came in. Thank you so much, guys. All right, let's see. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? These energies are strong right now. I can feel them. What do we need to know about these situations or the situation at hand? Yeah, it's all about coming into balance. Oh my goodness. I was just talking to a friend about this last night. I said, it's all about striving to live a life in balance. Two of Pentacles, Capricorn, Capricorn card. And it really is. This is, I think it definitely deals with work, but also with our personal life, because to me, this is a card that says, you know, if you've been working too hard, if you've been not really having that much fun or enjoyment in your life, it's time to bring more of that into it. It's time to be happier. It's time to be on a good path that's taking you somewhere that you are excited to go. Yeah, that's what all this is about. You know, it's ultimately it's to bring us into balance with ourselves and others. Look at that King of Cups. I think that a lot of love energies are being balanced because we had that Queen of Cups. Here's the King. There's her match. I think that this is going to be a huge time, the next 2 or 3 weeks, and maybe a little beyond that, where, you know, certain people, certain situations are just being kicked out of our lives. And I really think that what we're ultimately looking for is more compassion, more kindness, more love, more true love and empathy. It's, you know, because these are the, you know, the King and the Queen of Cups are the ones matching up here. And we had that 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups. It's like it's really, it's got to be right, or we get the 8 of Cups where we leave it behind. It's, you know, that's, whew, okay. Hopes and fears, please, Spirit. Hopes and fears for the collective. What do we have? Yes, burden's coming to an end, and I think that that's really what we all want. That is the hopes and fears. We're really hoping to put down this heaviness. We really want the end of that nasty cycle that's been so heavy on our shoulders, but we're also a little scared. We're like, is this just going to keep being this way? All right. I do think a rebirth is coming, and I think that that's what we really want, right? We really want the rebirth. We want the Page of Wands, you know? We want to put down that heavy burden and be free and happy and joyful and childlike and playful again. That's what we want. All right, let's get an outcome on this, please, Spirit, for the collective. Wow, okay. Knight of Cups, more cups. It's, you know, this is just a very watery reading today. So that's why I feel like, you know, this is a very emotional reading. I feel like the outcome is that we will be making some moves. We will be doing some new things when it comes to love. We're going to be either giving love offers, receiving love offers. I do think things are going to be really moving forward when it comes to our emotional life, our spiritual life too, because, you know, the cups is both. It's our intuition and it's our emotion. Pisces energy, you know, with that Knight of Cups, is very compassionate. And I feel like that's what we're holding out for. We're holding out for compassionate communication and offers. You know, we should always look at them fully, you know. Knight of Cups is always like, make sure the offer is good. Make sure that it's not just very glamorous and it looks really good, but it's kind of rotten underneath. Yeah, crying a lot this week. I understand it, Angela. It's very watery, very emotional right now. I've been feeling it too, like deep in my heart. Yeah. And the Hierophant. So I really, yeah. There's going to be some proposals. This is marriages. This is like marriage proposals. And some people are going to say yes, and some people are going to be like, nah, thanks, I'm good. Oh, Lordy. Heaven help the unknowing people who do marriage proposals during a Venus and Mercury retrograde. I can't. When I see people like, we're getting married right now, I'm like, nah, 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 nah. Start making goat noises. Ah! Nah! Don't do it. But I do think that we are dealing with things that have to do with marriages and long-term partnerships with this energy and this outcome. Yeah. Pisces, Taurus energy here in these cards. It's kind of hilarious. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, our Fire Queen, Leo Queen, also a little Aries and Sagittarius in there by proxy, of course. Ooh, and the Lovers. Okay. All right, guys, with this on the bottom of the deck, to me, this is totally a self-love combination. It is, because Leo, famously, usually loves themselves. They take good care of themselves, and they do what's right for their heart. They love very generously. No doubt about that. There's going to be a lot of love in the air, a lot of generous love. So we got Leo and Gemini energy. So there's a lot of choices in love, though, too, right? Because she's strong. She's very strong-hearted. She loves strong. She gives strong. She's, you know, very generous to the people she loves. But yet again, you know, she's also very self-confident. She knows her worth. So it's like this is making some decisions when it comes to who you spend your time and your energy with. Because the Lovers is always some decisions in romance. It's always some choices that have to be made. It is. Great messages here for us. I'm going to pull just a few affirmations for the end here. Some affirmations and manifestations. Please, Spirit, let's have an affirmation for the collective on this incredible reading today. So glad y'all were able to stop by and hang out with me on my birthday. Ooh! I pulled these two cards the other day just for myself. Dignity. Look at that dragon. Yeah! Dignity card. Take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. That's that Queen of Wands energy right there. To take pride in yourself and all that you've become, right? And then on the bottom, we have the Strength card. Look at that bear. Yep, there's our winter bear energy. Sometimes it's stronger to just take a break and hibernate. You have courage. You can endure. Find your center and spiral into your power. Strength and dignity. That's in Proverbs. Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she will rejoice in times to come. Yeah. All right. Let's get a few Moonology cards from the Moonology manifestations. What are we manifesting, y'all, for the collective? Please, what are we manifesting as a group here? There's a whole lot of Leo energy at the end of this. Whole lot of Leo energy. That Queen of Wands, I'm saying. New moon in Leo, time to shine. Don't be afraid to be your best self. Don't let anybody put you down. And even if they do put you down, don't you take it to heart. And on the bottom of the deck was the last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less and feel more. This one came up a lot for our lunar readings. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a time, you know, heart of the Celtic Cross reading was the Four of Swords, so it's definitely time to just, it's time to chill out. Don't try to have arguments or deep conversations if you can help it. It's not going to go anywhere anyway with Mercury retrograde. It's not going to go anywhere. So definitely talk less and feel more. Be in your own space. See, like I said, it's that meditative space. Calm, reflective, just feeling the vibes, feeling the presence of the divine. That's what it's about. Yay! Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Really enjoyed this. So, how are y'all doing out there? Tell me how you doing. Tell me how you're doing. I'm going to take off real soon because I got to go. I'm actually cooking my own birthday dinner, but that's fine with me because I love to cook. It always makes me really happy. And my friend Natrina's coming over. We're gonna eat and we're gonna have some desserts and we're gonna watch Encanto, the Disney movie. I highly recommend it. I already watched it once a couple weeks ago. She hasn't seen it yet. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, I will, Mary. Thank you. And thank you so much for your patience. I know you're waiting for your reading. I really hope that, like, soon I'll be feeling better. It's just been real off and on. Like, some days, today it's not too bad. And then some days it's like I'm just flattened. It's really hard for me to, like, make plans or commit to, like, timing because these days I don't know how I'm going to feel when I wake up from day to day. I'm making a shrimp etouffee. That's what I make when I want to, like, that's my celebration dinner. Cajun cooking is, like, one of my favorites. Oh, thanks. Oh, good, Shanta. I really appreciate your patience, Mary. I really do. Thank you so much. Yeah, I learned how to make that dish. I think the first time I made it was a year ago on my last birthday. That's what I did. And it's like, it's just the most fun. Like, I turn on, like, the Zydeco music, like the Creole folk music. I just have, like, a total, like, Louisiana party. Like a New Orleans party. I'm not sure what's for dessert quite yet because my friend is bringing it. I just told her, I said, bring something, because she's like, what can I bring? And I was like, dessert. So we'll see what they found. Could be a cake, could be a cheesecake, could be some, I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be something. I'll enjoy it no matter what it is. Dragons aren't picky. We just snap it. Just put it in front of the dragon. We'll eat it up. It is fun, Gwen. Zydeco music is super, like, it's kind of like a little jazzy, a little folky. It's happy. It's upbeat. It's like Cajun dance music. It's a lot of, like, you know, it's accordion based, but it's not really, I guess it's a little polka-ish, but not really. It's not like that. It's really fun. Like, I like it. Anybody, just look up Zydeco music. You probably find it. Zydeco. But yeah, Cajun cooking is some of my favorite food. Yeah. Yeah, you can really spice it up as much or as little, or, you know, depending on how much hot sauce or red pepper you put in it, the type of food. Cajun cooking, Creole cooking. The one I'm doing is an étouffée. Étouffée is a French word. It just basically means smothered or covered. Because étouffée is like you use green bell pepper, onion, and celery. You chop those up real fine. It's got a good bit of garlic. And you make what's called a roux, which is like a butter flour sauce. You heat it and it gets darker and darker. And as it gets darker, the flavor gets richer and more delicious, just more delicious. That's all I can say. It when you're doing the roux, it smells almost like buttered popcorn cooking. It's just gorgeous. And then you put your vegetable mix in there. You saute that down for 20 to 30 minutes. You also make a broth. It's a bit complicated, I will say. Like, the ingredients are not crazy. Like, the ingredients are really simplistic, but it is a bit of a project because you have to do a broth with, you put the shrimp tails, lemon, thyme. You let that cook down a little bit and you add the broth in later to the whole mix. The whole dish is like a gravy almost with the vegetables in it. And then you cook some rice, you put that in the middle of your dish and you pour that over it and you top it with the cooked shrimp. And then, I put like green onions, a little bit of parsley, and almost abyss. It's almost like it's caramelized. Close, but not quite. But it's, yeah. And then you add your hot sauce or whatever you want. I love, like that and fresh lemon juice on it because there's a lot of fresh thyme in it, and thyme goes real well with lemons. Yeah. So it's just, and then you toast up some French bread, have it with the baguette, some fresh butter. It's wonderful. Yeah. So it's like when I cook that, it feels like a party. Like, even if it's just me by myself, it just feels like a party. We need some beignets. That's what we really need. That's like or a bread pudding. Those are kind of like traditional Cajun desserts. A beignet is like a glorified donut. It's like a donut, but it's made a little different with some yeast and stuff, and it's kind of fluffier and lighter. But that would be nice. I mean, I don't know where to get them though, and they're kind of a dig to make if you make them yourself. It's better to get them from a place that makes them, and you have to eat them fresh because if you let them sit, they get kind of soggy. They get sad. They have to be eaten right away. All right, guys. Well, have a wonderful evening. Be careful about the powdered sugar. Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. Well, have a great night. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Yes, it is. It's like do 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 heading down the bayou. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening. It was great to see everybody in here. And we'll be talking soon, I'm sure. We will. Big dragon love. Big dragon hugs. Talk to you soon, y'all. Have a good night.